Howdy guys, got all my Avidyne IFDs and my STEC 3100 software upgrades in and updated all my nav databases and everything. So I'm going to go put 1 Bravo Charlie through the paces on a test flight. My buddy John said he would come with and just kind of sit safety pilot. It's nice to have another pilot with you while your head's down and you're focused on making sure everything's working good. Just want to make sure 1 Bravo Charlie is in tip-top shape for our West Coast swing.
Information Zulu, 1952 Zulu weather, wind 310 at 6, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 27, dew point 16, altimeter 29902. RNAV 27 approaching you. Speed for departure, divide ground control of direction of flight. Notice airmen, runway 1836 closed. Taxiway Charlie, close north of runway 927 and south of taxiway Papa. Advise on initial contact, you have information Zulu.
Rotor ground, November 771, Bravo Charlie. We got Zulu, VFR, westbound, northwestbound, and ready to taxi from Skyhaven.
771 Bravo Charlie, rotor ground, runway 27, taxi to Alpha.
27, taxi via Alpha, 1 Bravo Charlie. Alright, throttle 1700.
1700, coming up. 1700 set.
Alternators.
Alternators are good.
Mags.
Left mags, good drop. Back to both. Right mags, good drop, good split. Back to both, good.
Props feather.
Feather left. Feather right. Looks good.
Props full.
Props are full.
Vacuum oil gauges.
Vacuum and the oil gauges are all good. Everything's in the green. And
Trim.
trim is set for takeoff.
Alright. Alternate air.
Alternate airs are in.
Flaps.
Flaps are up.
Flight controls.
Flight controls. Good.
Doors and windows.
You're good, right?
I'm locked.
Yeah, I'll get mine at the last minute.
Flight instruments.
Flight instruments, well, let's set this for runway heading.
2901.
Got that in, that in. Flight instruments are good.
Radios.
Radios are good. We'll just call Rockford approach. Put that in the number 2. We'll put tower here. We're set.
Autopilot.
Autopilot's ready for takeoff.
Pre-takeoff brief.
The usual 27. We'll, if we still got the gear down, we'll put it down. If not, we'll identify, verify feather, and if that doesn't work, we'll go for the field. You gotta get the door.
I get the door. Fuel mains.
Fuel pumps are on low, fuel's on the mains. I need to add lights, and I need to add back to idle. This is a work in progress. Huh, it's better than the other
I love
one.
it though.
Yeah.
I like that you go through and you get all the checks done.
Yeah.
And then I think you go
hit
back.
hit clear, or the back arrow. Yeah, there you go. So
it says before takeoff.
and then you could review the takeoff. I didn't know. I'm
normal
still trying
takeoff,
to
full power, 2625, rotate at 90. Climb speed, VY is 123 miles an hour. Gear up, pumps off, set climb power. I'm going to leave it up.
So we'll act like they gave us runway heading, and I know we're not going to get it, but we'll east is odd, west is even. So we'll go up to 6,500.
And Aurora Towers, November 771 Bravo Charlie, ready for departure, VFR westbound 27.
Number 1 Bravo Charlie, tower wind 300 at 4. Runway 27, clear for takeoff, proceed on course.
1 Bravo Charlie, clear for takeoff on course.
Number 9 Lima Alpha.
My AC doesn't come on until I rotate.
Yep, sorry, my Nova got stepped on. 709 Alpha on the RNAV 27 correct approach with Zulu.
Number 9 Lima Alpha, wind 290 at 4, runway 27, clear to land.
27, clear to land, 9 Lima Alpha.
Alright.
Okay, I'm just going to say go flight, and I'm going to watch the instruments.
Alright, sounds good. Brakes are set. Throttles are coming up 1700. Mixtures are full rich. Gauges look good. Release the brakes.
Go for flight.
Go for flight. Full power, fuel flows look good. Airspeed's alive, 60, 70, 80, 90, rotate. Tap the brakes. Gear coming up. Little crab into the wind here. Alright, we're through 200 feet. Got dampers coming on. Autopilot's coming on.
Alright, let me know when you're ready for your climb checklist.
Alright, I'm ready.
Okay, climb checklist. Airspeed 130 to 150 miles an hour.
We're at 140.
Power 24 inches, 2450.
We are coming back on the power. 1000 AGL. And 2450 is what we're looking for. So we turned the autopilot. You remember what it was before? We turned that on at 200 AGL.
Nice.
Alright, we're at 2450.
Yep, mixtures as required.
Mixtures are good.
Aux pumps on above 12,000.
They're off now.
Okay. Checklist complete.
Sweet.
I love this.
Yeah, I'm kind of a fan. I got to fine tune it a little, but
Yeah, now I'm going to want to go to the hangar and do mine.
when I saw coil, and then you can save it on the fob. So I saved it, transferred it over there,
Oh, great idea.
because I figured this is going to be the one that typically does them. Alright, so let's go into heading mode and we'll act like they gave us
You want me to call Rockford and get flight following?
yeah.
Rockford, Cessna 771 Bravo Charlie, climbing out of 3000 for 6500, requesting VFR flight following. We're twin Cessna 310Q.
So I'm following kind of your method here, the indicated airspeed climb, you know.
I love that. That is when I first started flying again, I had all this automation, and I've just got it in a vertical speed climb, and next thing you know, you're bleeding off airspeed. So I like the indicated airspeed climb better.
Yeah.
November 1 Bravo Charlie, squawk 4255.
Well, Bravo Charlie Squawk 4255.
So John
Jet 562
has not been with me since I've updated my software version on the STEC 3100 and tied it into the G5 and broke off of the Sandia air data computer. So the last time we weren't able to capture altitude well, but we shall see. We are
approach skydive 3, 3,200 up to
1,000 feet from finding out. All right, here we go. Moment of truth.
Maintain 250 knots.
Very smooth
November
so
7
far.
Echo Foxtrot, maintain 250 knots.
That's another difference on your airplane. I gotta watch this capture, but I have it's altitude compensation system. So once I set my power, it's set. I don't have to touch them. As we get higher, the air's less dense. Kevin's got to push the throttles forward to compensate for that.
Jet 596 traffic, about your 11 o'clock, moving towards your 12 o'clock and 6 miles.
That is spot
indicated.
on, like right now.
Yeah, and it's getting it off of this.
Perfect.
So that's, I mean, that thing, look at it.
Missed the turn here, turn left heading 330 and join the localizer.
Pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, so if people don't...
Foothills 861,
you can't tell this right now, but we're right at an area where it's an inversion layer, so a little bit higher, it's real smooth, but we're kind of in bumpy air as it's leveling out, and it did it perfect. And I mean, it is dead nuts. I mean, you just don't see this. You know, it's like...
Yeah, I'm still changing.
You can't even feel it.
Changing configurations here.
November 28 Papa, you're 4 miles from Gilmy, maintain 3,000
Still auto trimming because I just got done setting up for my normal cruise settings here.
Oh, speaking of cruise settings,
crossing 12,000, sending 1,000, requesting low.
Let me know when you want the cruise checklist.
Air Belgium 747 Heavy, Rockford approach, Rockford altimeter 291.
All right, power 15 to 24.
We're leveling
got
up
it,
at
23.
RPM 21 to 2450.
2350 set.
Mixtures lean.
Mixtures are leaned.
Air Belgium
Aux pumps as needed.
747,
Aux pumps are off.
7,000.
Fuel selectors as needed.
Fuels, we're good. We got 30 gallons in the mains.
Awesome.
Well,
I love the checklist.
we either need to climb and test or go lower. What do you want to do? You want to go up to 85 or down to...
Honestly, I would go higher because
traffic in your way.
the less density air is the harder it is to hold.
So here we go. So now I could also set the altitude from here now, which if you get the other thing, you'll be able to do.
What other thing?
The Garmin thing.
Oh, right.
So I set my altitude 8,500, right? You can see it up there. And now, all I have to do is I can hit VS. It automatically sets 500 for a nice cruise climb. And now look where we're going. We're going to 8,500. When you see those tick marks, that means it's talking in two-way and it's receiving it.
Got it.
If you really want to see it, all you got to do is push the knob.
Awesome.
So now these things are fully integrated.
Yeah, this is what an awesome combination of having. Now you got Garmin talking to Avidyne. They're playing well with each other. That's very cool.
Yeah. I could not tell you how freaking excited I am about this autopilot finally. It was, so we did indicated airspeed capture earlier, now we're doing a vertical speed capture. And this time it's actually a little bit smoother.
That's the other thing, it's doing vertical speed really well too, and that is
562, contact Chicago approach 120.55.
So,
yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Thanks for your patience.
And now it's capturing, you can't even feel it capturing, it's doing it so smooth.
120.55.
So now, I figured out on my last flight, I want to do a hard angle to a turn in lieu of procedure where it gives us a teardrop. Because on my last flight, I did, it says in the new book, which you were told, which is do not hit approach until you're inbound on the final segment. I hit approach before I hit that teardrop, and the plane turned back towards the runway.
Yeah.
So I want to test that. Look at this. Pa-ding.
Yeah.
Pa-ding, pa-ding. Man, we got it figured out now. You just got to get your plane in there for 2 days. And
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I know, I was trying to tell you. Like this thing sends it out, I think, in like 2 foot increments or something.
Crazy.
So, we're, I mean, there's not a human being alive
that can fly
like this. When we hit a little pocket, it starts like right there. We got a very perceptible, like what, 25, and it automatically corrected.
Yeah, it's insane.
It never did that before.
This is going to keep passengers, you know, if you have anybody prone to motion sickness, it ain't going to happen in this plane unless you're in turbulence at this point.
Yeah. We're burning both oxygen.
So one thing that Genesis offers that I wish I had, but I didn't want to pay the extra money for it, you can get a half rate, you can set it for a half rate turns, standard rate. And like you and I like doing standard rate turns.
Yeah, and that's like perfect standard rate right there.
Yeah,
it's touching the line absolutely perfect, but it's kind of steep for passengers.
Right. 48 heavy, descend to maintain 4,000.
So my rule of thumb is always, if I have passengers, half standard rate turns.
Yeah, which you could do by just doing like 10 degrees at a time if you're doing it. But yeah, they make that little half rate button.
Juliet, Mike, Crawford approach.
So now I wanted to test out. All right, let's go into nav mode.
Okay.
So we're going to the Rockford VOR.
Contact tower 118.1.
Now that we're locked in to Rockford,
and
then we're going to Rockford VOR. We're on COM 2, right?
875 Rockford approach.
Let's fail nav 1 and let's just see what happens.
2991, coming 875.
We're on GPS 1.
You said you had Tango, correct?
And all of a sudden we look up and it fails.
I have uniform.
So right now,
Even better.
it doesn't really know what to do, but I need to come up here and click 2. See, I lost all my navigation. So now I hit this, GPS source 2. He tied them in now.
Okay.
So now I actually have, no kidding, redundant systems. I didn't have that before.
Rockford, November 771 Bravo Charlie with a request.
1 Bravo Charlie, say request.
1 Bravo Charlie, shoot the RNF-25 via tongue.
November 1 Bravo Charlie, flight heading of 040.
771 Bravo Charlie, 040, and we got X-ray.
November 771 Bravo Charlie, you can proceed direct tongue and report procedure turn inbound.
771 Bravo Charlie, direct tongue, and we'll report.
Bravo Charlie, is this a full stop?
Negative, ma'am, we're going to shoot the mist.
1 Bravo Charlie, roger. Publish miss to hold or just a miss to a different approach?
Just a miss back to...
Just a miss and we'll be heading back to Aurora Airport.
November 1 Bravo Charlie, roger.
Sure, my
We're hauling the mail at 210 knots, sir.
amend the instructions. Maintain 10,000 and 300 knots.
LPV is active, so now I'm going to click approach. Alright, fuel pumps are on low. And we're going to go to the mains.
November 1 Bravo Charlie, keep your speed up as you're able for traffic following. Contact tower 118.1.
1 Bravo Charlie, keep the speed up and 118.1, see ya.
So I got you there.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Ready? Rockford Towers, November 771 Bravo Charlie, inbound on the RNAV for the missed.
November 771 Bravo Charlie, wind 010 at 04, runway 25, clear for the option.
1 Bravo Charlie, clear for the option. Now, this is telling you set your course to 2.
Oh, that's just because my backup.
I was wondering, why did your autopilot just shut off?
Because I hit the button.
Oh, yeah.
Number 1 Bravo Charlie and number 2, traffic is serious on current about to turn base.
1 Bravo Charlie, number 2, looking for the Cirrus.
I was just twisting the thing and I hit the button. So all I had to do is just re-engage it and it picked right back up on the approach.
That's nice, and it just turns itself back on so quick on an approach. And
alright, so the glide slope's coming up on 1 dot high. When we get 1 dot high, I'll hit the approach flaps.
Okay.
So fuel pump's on low, fuel's on the mains. It's holding 25 really well considering the bumps here.
Alright.
1 dot high, going in with 10 degrees of flaps.
Cirrus 3 Alpha Papa, is it possible to turn
Bought
base
the
now?
balloon pretty good.
We will
Feel it a little
right now,
bit.
turn base.
Now we're glide slope intercept. Gears coming down. It's capturing. GPSV is armed.
Nice.
We got gear down 3 in the green. And I've got a good power setting. And coming up on Mins. We're at Mins. Go around button.
Cirrus 3 Alpha Papa, roger.
Alright, I still got the Cirrus in sight. Climb, cram, clean.
Positive rate, gear up. We're runway heading, he said to 3.
Yeah, at or below 3,000 feet.
3,000, we're climbing in IAS mode. Lights are off, gear up, fuel pumps on low. Climb power is set.
We're in.
Man, I was making pretty landings, and the last 2 with you, I've just royally screwed
November
up.
1 Juliet Alpha, you can start your base. It'll be 1 departure prior to your arrival.
That's why you wanted me to land.
Yeah, no kidding. I should have had you land.
November 1 Bravo Charlie, keep it rolling, turn left on runway 15, then contact ground 121.7 off the runway. Have a good one.
Left at 15 and then 21.7.
I forgot I was going to have you land. Would have been better.
It would have been funnier.
It's only 450. If you want to do a lap around and land, we can.
I'm good. It's a cocktail hour. It's post-flight time, man. I brought you a cigar.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
Look at this window. It was perfectly polished before this flight.
Where's Jamie when you need her?
She's
don't show her
gonna
that.
hear that.
She's gonna kill
Is that
me.
an extra?
Yeah.
Okay, because he is climbing for the
We need one of those.
stars.
So you shot Jamie doing that.
Yeah.
Have you thought about going the extra?
I've done the ride, an aerobatic ride and an extra with the Phillips 6016. But I'd love to fly with Jared.
Yeah, he seems like a great pilot. Well, you did your tail drag stuff with him, right?
Well, thanks for coming with.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I just wanted you to experience it. I didn't want you to take my word, but I could not imagine an
phenomenal.
autopilot that would fly better than that.
No.
It's
I've never
not
seen
possible.
an autopilot fly better than that. I've been on a commercial aircraft that flies better than that.
Yeah.